The Monty and the Pharaoh Show is brought to you by...
Because wine is your second favorite four-letter word. California wine, New York attitude. Good fucking wine.
Yeah. Elm Logistics. For all your logistic needs, call 631-299-3595. That's 631-299-3595. Elm Global Logistics. Pride, performance, and partnerships. Recently, he was saying that something is sore as shit, as he's confirming an injury. He's getting prepared to get in the ring at the age of 73. What's your take on all of this? Are you worried for him, or are you just like Rick is Rick? He's got to be Rick. What do you?
Well, I mean, you know, it's. I mean, you can't picture him as a lawyer or anything else. I mean, that's something he's done all his life. I mean, I can't picture me doing nothing else either. So it's in his blood, but it's hard with. I mean, him having a pacemaker, man. It's scary. It's scary. I mean, you know.
Do you think there's a part of Ric Flair that loves the industry that so much that if he passed away in the ring, and God forbid that would ever happen, he would be okay with it? Like, he's just like, you know, whatever happens, happens?
Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, Rick, I mean, whether you liked him or don't like him or whatever, I mean, he's devoted his life to this business. You know, I mean, like everybody else, he had his own extracurricular activities. But as a wrestler and a man of business, he always dressed the part, and he didn't like to go under 30 minutes either. I mean, he wanted to go out there. I mean, he was a wrestler. I mean, yeah, I mean, a lot of respect for Ric Flair. You know, good luck to him, and just hope nothing happens to him.
When you wrestled him, who called the matches? Did he take the lead
Rick
on calling the matches,
Rick.
and you were okay with that?
Oh yeah. He was, I mean, he was a technician in the ring. I mean, the only difference between, like Harley, I think, was a general because he adapted to everybody's style. Where Rick, I think, more or less has his own style that you wrestle to. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's only, but walk the walk and talk the talk, as he says. I mean, he was one of the best at what he did. I mean, you never seen him underdressed. I mean, he always dressed sharp. You know, promos was good and could go in there and carry the load. So, whether you liked him or didn't, I mean, he was a man's man in wrestling. I mean, I do say that.
So, up here, when speaking to other wrestlers and things, the ones that wrestled in the WWE or WWF, they used to say, you know, look, you always wanted to get on Hogan's card, right? Because when Hogan, you knew no matter where you were on that card, you were getting a really good payday, right?
Yeah.
Was Flair that type of guy that, like, I've got to get on the card with Flair, or was it different in the NWA?
I think it was different for me, especially. I mean, I got paid. I mean, I wrestled in Georgia. It didn't matter. I got paid. Mr. Barnett, the owner of Georgia Championship Wrestling, he took care of all the guys. I mean, I mean, there might be a couple of bits about money, but never had a problem. You know, I worked for some other folks and on big shows, and made $150, and I could go work in Carrollton, Georgia, that hold maybe 600, 700, 800 people and make the same amount of money. Say, Mr. Barnett, but I'd go work for Bob Geigel, and if it wasn't a $40 payoff there, I could live with it because he was an honest man.